I didn't shoot any video this morning. Out of work. Work was boring. Really nothing worth shooting there. I'm going to go home. I'm going to change my clothes, and then I'm going to go to a visitation for the other dear friend that passed away from back in the day. Part of my old theater crowd. I imagine there will be laughter and reminiscing, and probably most of the evening will be spent doing that. So I went Saturday, Sunday on the vlog, and I really am not going to have enough material for one day today, I don't think. So that's not my intention. Because life gets in the way. And all days aren't really worth recording. All days are worth living, but not all days are worth recording. And I never really intended for this to be daily anyway. It just kind of started becoming that way. So, stay tuned. We'll see what happens next, and if there's anything worth talking about. I did think of another story that I wanted to tell, and this is the venue for me doing my storytelling. Back in the day, I was kind of a theater guy, and then I ended up getting a job at the Cincinnati Playhouse in the Park, working in the administrative offices, and working in the box office and subscription office, and doing whatever, you would want to do administratively speaking. Worked in the house staff, counting tickets, managing the ushers here and there. And that's when I really got involved in some community theater in town because of people that I knew at the Playhouse in the Park. Norma Ninimans, who passed away, that we just had the memorial for her, where they named the stage at Marymount Players Walton Creek Theater after her. But a couple of things happened that brought some reality to what the theater life was actually like to me there. And, I dilly-dallied. I was, again, very active in high school and some in college. And I still performed, don't get me wrong. But these are my kind of two versions of the talk that Tom Hanks apparently had with his son, Colin, when he was considering following in his father's and mother's footsteps and becoming an actor. And as a professional working actor, Tom gave him this bit of guidance. He asked his son, is there anything else that you can see yourself doing other than acting? Can you picture yourself in any other career? Because if you can, then don't pick acting, because obviously it has to be your singular focus. It has to be who you are rather than what you do. And I understand that. There's some jobs that are like that, right? Some people are that. I was a teacher for a while, and I still might consider myself a teacher because of the job that I have. My day job is basically it's training, but training is teaching. It's who you are. And if what you do becomes the same thing as who you are, life is pretty good. I just didn't like the crap enough to put up with it. Certain jobs have more crap than others, and certain jobs that cater to who you are make that impossible or possible. I liken nurses, because I train a lot of medical folks now, to teachers, in that if you love the job, you can put up with the crap because it's who you are and you love your job. So if you love being a teacher, all that other stuff doesn't become the consuming thing. It's the part that you love is the consuming thing. Now, I'm not saying you're not affected by it, but you can overcome the garbage because of your love for the job. And I think nurses are the same way in many ways. And actually, a lot of doctors are too. They become doctors because they want to they want to be a doctor. They want to help people, and there's so much red tape and paperwork, and that getting past that can be difficult. So my acting stories are these. One particular actor at the Playhouse who was in several shows there. He would have been the closest thing you could possibly call to just being part of the resident company. Paul Ukena Jr., U-K-E-N-A. Just dynamite actor. Played the creature in Frankenstein. Was in a great production of K2 they did just before I started. Actually, I missed that show. I think I got hired on during the run and never got to see it. And just a fantastic actor. And he, when his tour of duty, as it were over at the Playhouse, moved out to LA. And we were all excited for him when he got a part on the Bill Cosby show. And we kind of had a mini watch party, I'm sure. I don't remember being with anybody else and actually participating in a watch party, but I was so disappointed because the job that he got, this fantastic, amazing actor, he didn't have any lines. He played the part of a security guard in the hospital where Bill Cosby's character worked, and Bill Cosby was off duty and he wanted to go somewhere, and Paul Ukena Jr. wouldn't let him in the door. That was his part. Kind of depressing. Next story was guy that played young Ebenezer Scrooge in The Christmas Carol. Probably the first season of A Christmas Carol there at the Playhouse in the Park. It's a tradition now. They do it every single year. I was there when they started this. And again, fine actor who played young Scrooge. Had forwarded all his mail from New York to Cincinnati because he was going to be there for the rehearsal period and then the run of the show. He got Time Magazine even. I remember that he took advantage of an offer that they said, Time Magazine for this much a month. And he's like, okay, well, how about I just pay you, $100 and you keep sending it to me for the next 5 years. I, as part of my job at that point when I was in administrative offices, I typed out his application for unemployment benefits in the state of New York because he didn't have another gig lined up when he got down to the Playhouse in the Park, and he had rent to pay, his co-op rent, subletted his sublet to somebody while he was gone, another actor, I'm sure, and he didn't have a job. So between those two things, little old Dave's 22-ish years old, something like that, 25-ish years old. Shoot, I can't remember what year that would have been and how old I would have been. If these guys are struggling like that, what hope have I got? I mean, I'm not trained. I didn't go to school. I'm lazy, frankly. Man. So, yeah, did some community theater and kind of moved on with my life. Got back to school, got my English degree, and then got certified to teach. Did that, married, kids. Life is good. But life changed. So what's the point of all of this? Is there a lesson to be learned in all of this talk to my cell phone? And I think the answer is yes, actually. Don't be lazy. If you want something, that's great. Go for it, but earn it, right? Work at it. Getting good at something takes effort. Even for the people who you think are effortless, I guarantee you they have hours and hours and hours of practice, and some of that practice is just doing, right? Some singers, naturally gifted singers, but they sing all the time, and that's training. Hopefully it's good training. They're singing correctly and not damaging their voice like I did. Although it took me a lot of singing and a long time to grow my polyps that had been lasered off. It's work. I play the guitar, and I tell people often that the guitar is, I believe, a very good instrument to learn how to play. It gives you positive feedback right away. You get 3 of your fingers in the right spots, pushing on them on the strings, and you'll get a pleasant sound back. And you can learn 3 chords pretty easily, and you say you get feedback. You'll learn pretty quickly. You can play a whole bunch of songs in a day, right? You learn 3 or 4 chords. But getting good at the guitar is a completely different thing. It's like anything else. You have to put the time in. It will take just as much work to get good at the guitar as it does to get good at any other musical instrument. To use both hands. So that's the story I wanted to tell you about my time at the Playhouse in the Park, and maybe that lesson that I learned. Not so well that I've lived it and gotten less lazy, but I did learn that lesson, I think, pretty well. Before it gets too dark, I want to take the opportunity to say just 2 things. Talk to people. Keep in touch. People that you care about. Be the person that stays in touch, because everyone will appreciate that. You will. Don't lose touch. Secondly, take care of yourself. I have, as I've mentioned now a couple of times, and it's part of the conversation, it seems like it's always part of the conversation, when you lose a fair amount of weight, and it's been about, like I say, 60 pounds, I feel bad. I feel good. And it's 2 days in a row, people that haven't seen me in 25 years saying, "You look great." And I kind of want to tell them that a year ago I was fatter than I am now. But it's spurring me on. So it's another reason I wanted to get out and make sure that I did this walk tonight, is to honor that and to keep working at that and to keep working at staying healthy. So that maybe I can inspire a couple other people in their 50s to do the same thing, take care of themselves, so that when people see you after a while, you can have that warm, fuzzy feeling inside of knowing that the work that you're putting into it is showing, and give people the opportunity to say, "You know what, I haven't seen you in forever and you look great." All right, that's all I'm going to say tonight. I'm on a walk. Cars are driving by. I feel like a total idiot talking into my phone like this. Like the video, that'd be great. Subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Give me a comment, question, tell me a story in the comments about something that you've overcome that you're really proud of and makes you happy when people notice. And we'll chat. All right, take care. And that sky, I still can't get over that sky. It is pretty fantastic. Oh, what a night. Man, that's 3,000 under where I need to be. My daily step count to make my million, so gotta keep walking. Clouds are fantastic tonight. The guy waiting for a bus just told me that the lightning's starting to show. I haven't seen any of that myself, but bring it on. What a night. What a night. Another thing, the never-ending video. When there's no sidewalk, always walk facing the traffic. I see lots of people that want to run or walk with the traffic. Don't do that. You want to be facing the traffic so that cars are not approaching you from behind. You want them approaching from the direction you can see them. I learned this a long time ago on a country road. I think it was in Ireland somebody taught me that. But I'm surprised how many people don't know that. So there's also David's safety tip for the night. With no sidewalks and you're out for a walk or something, make sure you walk against the flow of traffic. Here in the States, that would be on the left side of the road. All right, so here's the fun part. And it's the walk down a one-way street facing traffic. Here comes a car, and I'm next to a cemetery. Wish me luck. Whew. It was 2 cars, and I made it. Still by the cemetery, which isn't creepy at all. Everybody in there's not gonna bother me. Getting kind of sweaty. You can't see it. I'm always glistening on camera after all. This is fun. Listen, nature's noisy. No cars right now. But I just wanted to give you an approximation of kind of what tinnitus is for me. And I hear a version of this, that high all the time in my ears. So it's like summer nonstop 24/7 when it's quiet. Bummer.